One more year, one more.
Madam, यहाँ से start
Close,
कीजिए।
close.
पीछे वाले।
Ma'am, all of you.
यहाँ पे।
All of you, all of you. All of you, all of you. Thank you. All of you, all of you.
Thank you, Mira. Your solo
Without back.
Without bags, without grace. Left, right.
Ma'am, here now. Very fast. Ma'am, look here.
Ma'am, ये last corner.
Ma'am, here, last quarter. Ma'am, here. Ma'am, here.
Ma'am, ये last corner. Thank you. Last corner.
Madam, last quarter. Ma'am, here. Ma'am, here, sir.
बाल ठीक करने दो।
Last quarter, madam. Ma'am, here. Ma'am, एक सेंटर में हीरा हीरा आपके लेफ्ट से मैम यहाँ पे हीरा हीरा मैम और लेफ्ट हीरा मैम यहाँ पे लेफ्ट हीरा मैम लोग यहाँ लेफ्ट हीरा हीरा लेफ्ट मैम वो मैडम
Everybody go.
ये लाइट कम करना यार वहाँ पे
Yeah, it's very strong, the light. Okay. It was amazing working with Imad. I think this kind of pairing is actually very unique. Everyone talks about, of course, our parents and our lineage, but I think we are wonderful sort of new generation actors in our own right. We had a wonderful time making the film. When I first read the script, I couldn't think of anyone better to play this part. He's going to hit me for this because he keeps telling everybody that he's nothing like the character. But I don't think that's completely true. And it was a very unique pairing and a very sort of unique relationship. And the whole experience with Imad, with Raghav, with Oritra was a very special and memorable one. As you can see from the trailer, this is a very different, very unique looking film. I don't think we've seen anything like this in India before. So I'm very thrilled and very excited that it's finally coming out. And I'm hoping everyone will love it.
Was it difficult for you to get into the skin of the character?
You know what's funny is that, and when Oritra comes, maybe she'll also sort of remember this. When I first read the script, I thought Agnay was going to offer me the part of Maggie, which is Oritra's part, because Maggie is more sort of outgoing and vivacious and confident and sort of Bhatt, and people always see me in that sort of avatar. I don't know why. So because of the way I look, probably. But we are actors, we are performers, and so when I read the script, I picked up the phone and I told Agnay, I said, so it's a beautiful script. I was completely floored by him. Here was a 23-year-old guy who'd just come back from film school. He came to me with a script that was this thick, and he said, this is my first feature film. I've written it, I'm directing it, and I'm funding it. And I was just like, okay, So I was amazed by him, and he's an extremely talented boy, someone to watch out for. This is just his first feature film, he's so young. So I picked up the phone and I remember I said, so lovely script, lovely story, I'm on board. And so I guess, you're offering me Maggie. And he was like, no, actually I'm offering you Jay. And Jayashree's character is unlike anything I've ever played before. She's a very internal character, very strong, very quiet. She's a Bengali girl. She's got an activist bent of mind. She believes in causes. She believes in things. And she's very innocent at some level, very idealistic at some level. And how, through the course of the film, Figs and her, who are poles apart, when they first meet, one of my favorite moments in the film is when they first meet and they had a party, at a farmhouse party in Delhi. and it's late at night, and they've been drinking, and so and she's talking to him about all this very serious political stuff, and he just looks at her and he says, "Who do you think you are? Che Guevara? You think you could change the world?" And she says, as seriously, she says, "Yeah, I think I can." So it's that, and at the beginning of the film they're poles apart, but then through the film obviously they fall in love.
Very interesting that, the intimate scene which you have with Bhatt, you said that the scene is more romantic and not sensuous or what.
I think the nature of their relationship is really gentle. It evolves through the film. You're almost like rooting for these two people to, okay, when is it going to happen? So it's a bit, the build up is so slow that it's actually very romantic.
Also, your character is very interesting. Is it inspired from somewhere?
It's inspired, well, I've said this before, and Agnay, as you know, is a film school student. So he brings a lot of technical, theoretical knowledge to every project that he does, obviously his first film as well. So I remember asking him, and I'm also technical in the sense I studied theatre at Yale University, so I kind of have some kind of a theoretical background, a training in acting. And so I asked him very early on, and I just asked him on a whim, I said, is there somebody, and I had like the image of a bird. I had my own references from people in my life and from my own work and what preparation I did for the character. But he did give me one name of a woman. She was a singer. She was a songwriter. She was a musician. She was an activist. She was a humanitarian. She was on and off with somebody who everybody knows, the world knows. His name was Bob Dylan. Everyone knows him, but nobody really knows her. This woman's name is Joan Baez. And she is, if you Google her, you'll see she sings like an angel. And she was a very quiet, very determined, amazing woman. So I used her. And I remember Agnay gave me her biography to read. And I I was very inspired by her and her life. And I tried to bring in some qualities of hers. I mean, no one's ever going to notice that and know that in the film. And that's, I think, part of being an actor and doing a good job. But she was a reference point, yeah.
Any other upcoming project?
Yeah, I am doing Gauri Shinde's next film. It's starring Alia Bhatt and Shah Rukh Khan and Kunal Kapoor. And in fact, Alia is coming over now, so she'll be here to support the film. And I am directing my first play this November, so theatre is always going on. Thank you so much.
सुनील बाजू सुनील दादा
Let me go and stand.
Alia.